And welcome to the next video on how to formulate Weaner pig feed. So when we talk about the Weaners, they are usually the pigs or the piglets that you have just separated them from their mother to be on their own. But before this feed, you should have given them what we call the creep feed already. But in this video, we assume that you have already provided them with the creep feed. So now they are in the weaning stage where you are now to ensure that you provide the feed and the nutrient they need so that they can enter the growing phase. So with the weaner feed stage, we are going to also look at the expected weight. So for your pigs or your piglets to be considered in this range, they should be between 18 to 25 kg. That is after 2 months. Okay, so for weaning like this, usually most farmers they wean their piglets on the 4th week. Personally, I love to wean my pigs or my piglets when they are exactly 6 weeks old. Okay, but let's assume that you are doing yours in the 8th week. So that is exactly 2 months after they have been with their mother. You separate them to be on their own. So we are also going to look at it based on the same 8 ingredients we need, and that is from corn down to lysine. So soybean, palm kernel cake, the wheat bran, and then the malt. But like I said, for feed formulation, you can have the same ingredient, but the power lies in how you're able to mix it based on the ratio. So it is the ratio and the proportion that is always doing the work and making the differences in every stage of the growth phase. So now we look at the percentage ingredient. For corn, you will need about 50% of the total feed you use. And then the soybean also, you will need 20%, palm kernel 10%, as you can see them in their order like this. So let's also look at for winners what they need to take every day. So they take between 0.5 to 1 kg. And like I said, it is not all the pigs that can feed 1 kg a day. And for some of the piglets, they are not already used to the feed, so even eating becomes difficult for them. With that, they are still learning. So giving them 1 kg means they're even wasting it. So usually the 0.5 works best for most of them. But with this, and then to make the assumptions and our video very straightforward, let's take to 1 kg per day for this winners, the 2 months old piglet. For this winner stage, that is, it is going to last for 1 month, exactly 1 month, which is 30 days in this phase. The winner stage, 30 days, and that means 1 kg per day means they're going to consume 30 kilograms of feed. So that with the 30 kilograms, if you have to take 50% to be corn, that is 15 kg. Soybean to be 20%, that's 6 kg, and then the PKC also 10%, 3 kg of the total feed. The rice bran will also make 3 kg. And then the wheat bran, look at the wheat bran, you see that it has been reduced because it's a fiber component, so it has been reduced, bringing it to 1.5 kg. And with this stage, it is a stage that if you mess up with the feeding, your pigs will struggle to grow. Usually, this is the critical stage where I pay most attention to how I feed my pigs. Once they're able to cross this stage and no problem comes out, it means they will definitely do well in their weight attaining. So you need to also be able to make sure your pigs are able to cross this phase very fast. It's a critical stage. If you mess up, your pigs will not grow again. And for the cost, one more time, you need to visit the feed shops and compare the prices. You can go around window shop and find where the prices are stable and okay for you. And if you're also buying them directly from the farmers, just go to the local farmers and then know how much you are supposed to buy each ingredient for. So now let's look at how you distribute the feed one more time. So let's say you want to give this 1 kg to the piglet in the day. That means if you are to feed it twice in a day, that will be 0.5 kg in the morning and also in the evening. But I don't stick to this, and you should not also stick to it. Imagine you feeding this animal 8 a.m. and then waiting to feed it back around 4 p.m. That is a long time for it to go. So usually I love to feed my pigs 3 times in a day, especially the piglet. So we stick to 0.3 kg. That is 1/3 of the 1 kg. So that will be 0.3 in the morning, same thing in the afternoon, and then in the evening. With this, you're able to keep your piglet active and they take in moderate amount of feed to help them also boost their digestion. And with this, also helping them to keep themselves busy. So if you give the feed to them in the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the evening, it's better. And then the water should also be there, whether they drink it or not. The water should always be available for the piglet. And what if you do all this and you're not able to get the 18 to 25 kg within this time? One more time, it's also due to the breed type and then the health as well as the management you have on your farm. If the sow is not being fed well, most of the time these piglets, they have already started suckling the breast milk from the sow. So if the sow is lacking the right nutrients or the right nutrition is not given to the sow, definitely the piglet will also suffer from this poor feeding habit you have given to the sow. But if you feed the sow right, you're able to get the piglet to also get what they need, especially with the breast milk aspect. And also with this, like I said, you also need to already have introduced them to the crib feed, where they used to practice how to start eating solid feed. But we also talk about that one in another video. So with this, your breed type and then the health as well as the management you do, if the sow is taken care of properly, your piglet will definitely benefit positively from it. Okay, so as we have said in this video, so it depends on a lot of things, and like with food formulation, I used to say almost all the ingredients can be the same ingredient throughout, but it depends on the ratio you use. But to make things easier and simpler for you, this is what you're going to go by. And if you don't know how to measure the quantity right in kilograms, get your weighing scale available on the farm, either the crane one or the platform scale. You just weigh them and incorporate into the entire feed and mix them thoroughly. After that, you store them in the either in a sack or in a bowl. Also, if you say pigs eat 1 kg of feed a day, it does not mean that it includes, if you are feeding the wet one, it does not mean it includes the water. No, 1 kg means you measure this 1 kg, put it in a bowl and add the water. If you add the water and then it is 2 kg, that is still 1 kg of feed you have given to the pig, because the 1 kg we talk about is always referring to the dry feed, not the wet one. I'm sure you understand this now.